Good morning. My name is Lindsay Warden, and I'm the Executive Director of Holstein Genetic Services here at Holstein Association USA. TriStar AMR is a new program that we're really excited about. Our focus is really on producers that have installed robotic milking systems on their farms who have chosen to stop participating in the traditional DHI testing programs. We're hearing from a lot of producers that they get so much information in their on-farm software that sometimes they don't feel that they need to continue DHI testing, and the unfortunate result of that is that those records, those production records then only stay on the farm and they don't go anywhere else. So our program is really developed to get that information out of the on-farm software, have it processed and sent on here to Holstein USA so that we can put it on their pedigrees. We heard from a lot of members that had gone this path that, they'd order a pedigree on an animal and there may be a classification score on there, but all their production information was missing because it wasn't flowing through the system. So that was really lessening the value of the pedigree for them. So the value of this is that we can now get that information directly from their on-farm software. It's processed by Agritech Analytics, the dairy records processing center that Holstein owns based out in California. And then Agritech sends Holstein a file of completed 305-day lactations, which we then put in our database and load onto the pedigrees. So the real benefit is that now these records are no longer lost from the system, that they can pull a pedigree and that production information will show up on there. So enrollment's very simple. They can call Holstein USA customer service and any of the customer service reps will be happy to get them enrolled. From there, it becomes a little bit of a conversation with the producer. They'll be contacted by somebody from Agritech to get them set up, decide on a frequency that they'll be getting records, and then we just get started. So it's a very simple process. It's a very affordable program. So we bill a $17 monthly herd fee, and then we bill $2 for each completed 305-day lactation record that we load for registered Holsteins in the herd. The importance is really making sure that these records are coming into the database and they're not just staying in the on-farm computers, because if we can get the records into our performance system here, we can add more value back into those animals. As of today, those records are staying here at Holstein. They are not going on to the Council on Dairy Cattle Breeding because this is a new program and it's different from the traditional way that the data has flowed. But at least the records are getting into an official system so that they're recorded somewhere, not just on the farm software. So a nice thing about this program is that it's very obvious when you look at a pedigree. We wanted to be sure that we were 100% transparent so that when you looked at a pedigree, you knew if it was a traditional record that came through the DHI system and one of our regular TriStar options, which are designated on the pedigree with 1, 2, or 3 asterisks. These records look distinctly different. Instead of the asterisks in the first column there, you'll see the letters AMR, which stands for Automated Milk Records. And then also you'll notice that there are no data collection ratings along with the record. So it'll be very distinct on the pedigree, whether it's a traditional TriStar record or if it's a record through our new AMR program. So as of today, because the records are not going through the same QC that they would through the DHI system, as of today these records are not eligible for any of our award programs. It's really just a program to let producers get these records on their pedigrees so that they can have that information available for potential buyers and of course just lineage purposes. Holstein USA is very excited about this new level of the TriStar program. We know that robotics are a prominent part of the future of the dairy industry and we're excited to be able to take this next step to help keep those producers engaged in our programs and provide value back to the registered Holstein cows.